Today is the day. Aria Integrative Health is here to honor Mom with a tremendous giveaway. Y'all, it's worth over $18,000. Speaking of Mom, she deserves an epic breakfast on Mother's Day. Chef Mary shares a few new recipes, very easy, that you can surprise her with. And now is the time to be planning your summer vacations, an idea for a road trip that is something, honestly, for the entire family. Colorado & Company starts right now.
Portions of Colorado & Company contain paid content.
Good friends, gonna get you through the day. Good friends.
Thank you so much for being here for this special edition of Colorado & Company. You heard me right. Today you can do something really special for Mom. Enter to win a package from Aria Integrative Health worth over $18,000. It's like Oprah money. This package isn't a one-size-fits-all package if you are the lucky winner. You can spend the $18K on the Aria services that you need and that you want most. You can pick and choose, and of course, be handheld with Nick Tverdik, owner of Aria Integrative Health. He is here. Nick, this is very exciting.
I love doing this.
This is very cool. I feel like you get a card, you get a card, you get M-Sculpt, you get... All right, let's get into the Aria Integrative Health philosophy first. Yes. You've sat right here and said, we want you to not need us. Explain that.
We're a functional integrative regenerative medicine clinic first and foremost. We actually care about the underlying root health conditions with our patients and treating that. The body is designed to heal itself, and unfortunately, insurance-based medicine pays for illness and not wellness.
It's not great.
It's not great.
No.
In my personal opinion.
I think in everybody's opinion.
Yes. So we want to be that change. Now, part of that is also how you feel and look at the same time. So we've been in the aesthetics world, but always having that functional health side built around it since day one. And we've been on Colorado & Company. This is our 16th year on Colorado & Company. So we want to give back, and a lot of our success has to do with the viewers of Colorado & Company. So we feel blessed to be able to do this and really guide and hold somebody's hand down, whatever is going to be the right plan for them, which we've never done before. Typically it's been, here's what you're going to get. This time is going to be fully customized for whoever wins.
And I gotta say, the Colorado & Company viewers, they're the best looking because they get help from Nick. Yeah. So they're the healthiest and best looking. You lead the nation in technology and services you offer. You speak all over the world. You're always traveling. Explain how important being first and best is to you and your patients.
Well, we always want to make sure that we are at the absolute forefront of where technology is. So whether it be peptides, we've been doing peptides. It's a big craze right now.
Now it's everywhere, right?
Years and years and years and years. We've been doing stem cells for well over a decade. We've been having the absolute pinnacle of technology since day one, 16 years ago, but it's always with the philosophy of how is the patient's body going to respond, and how do we really maximize that so we can see results that really nobody else can do, because we're diving into the entire process of what the patient needs.
First and best, always. Are you a competitive person?
Extremely.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think so.
When you walk in, you'll see trophies, #1 in the world,
yeah,
top 10
it
globally,
should be.
and all of
should
this.
Be.
But when you have the right technology and you can truly make that dramatic of an impact on somebody's life, I get super competitive because we're helping people at the end of the day. There definitely
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, we're gonna go over a handful of your most popular services today. I wanna provide our viewers a list of what we're gonna be learning about today. So there's the hormone panel, so important, I can't tell you that. Medical weight loss, M-Cella, M-Sculpt Neo, ExoMind, which I myself have benefited from. So those are the things we're gonna be going over, is that correct? Okay. So I've learned so much from you, and honestly say, I'm gonna be honest with everybody, I'm a very happy patient of yours. You've held my hand when I've been going through some rough stuff. I've tried ExoMind and loved it, and everyone there is so caring and lovely. But everyone is different, right? And success differs from patient to patient. But what treatments are providing like your most exciting results?
Ooh, the most exciting. I love the aesthetic side, do not get me wrong. However, when we can take somebody that's in deep depression or heavy anxiety, and it feels like they've had a black cloud over them for years, or PTSD or whatever it is, and we're able to hold their hand and break through that, and they can see the light of day, all with zero pain, zero downtime, and none of the terrible side effects that so many of these, I say, psychiatric drugs can have on people. It's so rewarding when we see people smiling again, or or the spark return to their eyes. That is the most exciting thing for me, is when we get somebody in and they've been struggling and they just do not feel like themselves, and we do a full comprehensive hormone, metabolic, fatigue panel, and simultaneously we're doing them with exercise or ExoMind.
Yeah.
Now they feel better. Their energy's back. They're sleeping better. Their depression slides away. Anxiety, PTSD, OCD gets better.
gotta be so rewarding.
I feel blessed to be able to be part of this whole process. And we're a principal investigator for the IRB clinical trials for this device. So we've had this longer than anybody in 20 state region, and I speak internationally on what ExoMind can do. But being a part of that and truly changing our patients' lives is the most exciting thing that we have.
That's got to be so rewarding. I can hear the viewers now. How the heck do I enter for the giveaway? Don't worry, we're going to give you that info in just a bit. For now, I want you to hear from actual Aria patients, because we can talk all the time, and I can tell you what I've been through. But this is why you need to stick around and learn more about the services offered at Aria. So take a listen to this.
So when I first came to Aria, my pain was unmanageable. So having access to the functional practitioner, doing the M-Sculpt, the M-Cella, and the ExoMind has made my pain levels so much more manageable, and life is much easier to live.
I wanted to be the best me I can be. So I do recommend integrating all of the things that are offered by Aria. We don't always have the healthiest lives, not by our own fault. And so I think places like Aria can help you live that better day.
ExoMind, over the anxiety, I would say it definitely 100% helped me. I'm not less anxious, I'm less worried about things in general, whether it's life or work.
After seeing my wife Denise go through the treatments, I was curious, and Nick said I should try M-Cella, so I did, and I think it's been real beneficial to me. One of the best things that I have seen so far is one, ability to sleep through the night and more comfortably, but also my flexibility. With age comes, less flexibility and less elasticity, but I have noticed, especially in my hips and my legs, that I have a lot more flexibility. I'm an avid outdoorsman, and I've really noticed, especially in the last couple of weeks, my ability to move easier and with less pain, less soreness, and it has been more enjoyable.
So Nick, I know this is going to be a very educational and fun show. You at home, I want you to stay with us to see more patient experiences. And of course, we're going to tell you how to enter the big Aria Mother's Day giveaway. It's valued at, it's not, it's just $18,000, okay? Aria Integrative Health sponsored this segment. We can't wait to have you enter. After mom gets pampered at Aria Integrative Health, she shouldn't have to cook. No, we're back with easy recipes from Chef Mary. Do not go anywhere.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
All right, y'all, we are back with Aria's Nick Tverdik and his Mother's Day giveaway worth over, you can say it with me now, $18,000. And I know you've been waiting patiently. Here's how to enter. You go to ariaintegrativehealth.com and you click on the special giveaway landing page. Entries will be accepted today all the way through May 5th, and the winner will be announced right here on Coco on May 7th. I'm so excited. I love giving stuff away. Okay, Nick, do you have a device that does double duty? I've heard you have this. It's slimming and it's toning for the body, but it actually also works on pain, which is amazing. We're talking, of course, about M-Sculpt Neo. How does that work? Tell me.
Yeah, so
how does it do both?
There's two totally separate settings.
Okay.
So the sculpting side, which we're one of the top providers in the world for, as well as the functional side, that is for building muscle and permanently destroying fat. And that's where it first came out.
Okay.
Now, this is an amazing company. It's the world's largest physiotherapy company in the world by a wide margin. Company's called BTL. A year and a half ago, and we've had it a bit longer than that because we'll get technology beforehand, but a year and a half ago, they came out with functional wellness. And they were able to utilize the core-based technology, but completely change the method of action. So in the past, we could build your core, we could build your quads, your glutes, whatever it is, which is amazing.
All muscle-y.
All muscle, which is important for stability, strength, things like that. They changed the entire game of regenerative medicine. So now, for the first time ever, I can strengthen and stabilize ligaments, tendons, connective tissue in joints. If you have a chronic bicep tendinopathy, tennis elbow, golfer's elbow.
Knee issue.
Yes, knee issue. It's truly amazing what we're doing, but we're seeing instantaneous increased range of motion, instantaneous increase in strength, decrease in pain. This is all FDA indicated for what I'm talking about. It's completely flipped regenerative medicine on its end. And we've been down that path a long time. Once again, we just feel blessed to be able to help people, and we're helping anybody. I'm treating my 13-year-old daughter right now with this particular device, all the way up to the oldest we've treated is 87.
Wow.
And we were able to avoid a knee surgery.
Oh, wow, that's
which is
huge.
amazing. So now, the strength and stability piece gets so overlooked when somebody's talking about pain. You have to be strong, you have to be stable. For the first time ever, we can now strengthen and stabilize the stabilization muscles going up and down the spine, which really fall apart. So in the lower spine, they're called your multifidi, and they break down over time. So you don't have any stability, and you're relying on your discs and surrounding muscles to keep stabilized. That's not how it's supposed to be. So now we can strengthen and stabilize that. So back pain, joints, knees, hips, it's completely changed everything.
Amazing. I know a lot of people with pickleball injury. Pickleball, very dangerous.
We're treating
sport.
a pickleball player right now.
See? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so on the inch loss side, what kind of results can someone expect? Let's say I go to get M-Sculpt. Like, what can I expect to see?
Good question. So I always like to talk about percentages of fat because these are very realistic expectations that somebody can see. So on average with M-Sculpt Neo, everybody's a little bit different in terms of what they need, right? So we fully customize each individual package for our patients, but with just 4 treatments, you might need 6, you might need 8. We don't know until we see you, but on average nationwide right now, we're seeing permanent subcutaneous fat. So subcutaneous fat is your soft, squishy fat. We're permanently destroying 30% of it. Where this really gets interesting is this is the only option in the world that can permanently destroy visceral fat. So that visceral fat, that's that hard fat. So the men that
distended kind of.
yeah, the distended hard poke, when you poke it, it's hard. That's visceral. This is the only option in the world, including plastic surgery, that can permanently destroy the visceral fat. Also, some women that have that distension, diastasis recti, which is separation of the abdominal muscles during pregnancy, this is permanently starting to sew your rectus abdominis back together. Non-surgically, 0 pain, 0 downtime, 0 negative side effects. This is the greatest machine for body contouring ever made.
Unbelievable. I know a lot of women, my friends that went through pregnancy, and it just, you can't get it back.
You can't get it back.
That's amazing. Okay, I really want to dive into how M-Sculpt Neo also works on pain, because I know a lot of you out there watching right now, you've got some arthritis, injury, chronic illness. Let's hear from Virginia and Denise about this. Let's take a listen.
It just seemed like my knee pain was getting worse. When you go on vacation, you walk a lot. I mean, I was having to walk behind her, and she was really nice. And Virginia, if you want to sit down, we can sit down. And it was very, very discouraging.
Kind of what brought us here in the first place was some intense hip pain, deep hip pain that would keep me up at night. I couldn't sleep. Walking was very difficult, bringing me to the point of tears. So it has affected how I function each day, and absolutely needed some relief from that. Most nights I would get up 2 or 3 times during the night because the pain would wake me up. I would have to try to get up and walk it off just to soothe it a little bit. I was taking Advil over and over and over again, insane amounts of Advil. So I absolutely needed something to help with that pain.
It's unbelievable you can help with that. Now, you also have a friend, Matt, and Matt suffered a significant brain trauma, and your treatments, plus traditional therapies, really helped. Let's hear from Matt. I want to hear about this. Let's hear from him.
The neuropathy, I would say, dramatically limited what I could do. You know, I couldn't go for long walks. You know, if I were to grab anything with my hand, I couldn't feel it. Just my overall mobility was dramatically impacted. The goal is to get more healthy, and Vanessa here was incredibly helpful. Just getting the full panel, finding the areas that we needed to work on, and then working with me on just some supplements and other recommendations to get healthy so I can recover faster, better. So M-Sculpt, ExoMind, and red light therapy are the 3 treatments that I come in for. All of the treatments combined with the results from secondary blood work have shown really, really good progress. All of my inflammatory indicators, that from where I was to where I am now, we have exceeded the goals.
That is life-changing. Good for Matt. I'm so happy for him. I also want to follow up with Denise, Twain, and Virginia about how they're enjoying their M-Sculpt Neo results, which we talked about. So let's take a listen to them.
When I would go down steps, it was painful. So I would go down one step at a time, and it hurt, but I did it anyway. Once I was having the treatment, it was like a miracle. 4 treatments, and after that, I was up in the room upstairs, and I just wanted to show you that things had really been working. And I said, let me show you something. And you were down at the bottom of the steps, and I started going down the steps just like I normally used to do before. And you go, wow, that's so cool.
We've been married, like I said, over 4 years, and the pain that she's experienced throughout our time together, and which is the majority of her life, has been extreme. At times it's completely debilitating, and it was to the point of really causing a lot of problems with just daily life. And since we've been coming to Aria, I've seen a huge difference. A lot more relaxation, more ability for her to move, to accomplish normal things in life. Before, she had a very hard time even just going to the grocery store or doing just a few daily tasks without having to then be down for hours at a time or even days at a time because of the pain and the exhaustion. And so I believe as we've been coming here that the treatments that she's having, I am seeing, progress, and it's never as fast as you want, but it's progress and it's getting better. And so we're comforted in knowing that, and of course I, as her husband, am very comforted in seeing her be able to experience life a little bit better and have less pain and just a better quality of life.
Happy wife, happy life. That's amazing. I'm so excited for everybody to maybe enter and get a chance to have some of these therapies for them. If you want to explore the pain-free possibilities of M-Sculpt Neo, give Nick and his team a call right now to book your free consultation. It's free. Call 303-953-2899. He's offering CoCo viewers up to 30% off select services today. But don't forget, as I said, we want you to enter the big Mother's Day giveaway. It's worth over $18,000. Right now, you could be the winner. Go to ariaintegrativehealth.com and then click on the special Mother's Day giveaway landing page and enter to win. They don't even have to be moms. They can be, and anybody can do this. Aria Integrative Health sponsored today's segment, and we'll be right back. This year, make Mother's Day extra special without leaving the home. Chef Mary has a tasty and fun idea. Take a look at this. Okay, so a special homemade Mother's Day brunch is always a hit. What do we have here? Because this looks so delectable.
Well, this is what I love because it's so simple. It's a parfait bar.
Oh, cute!
And what I love about this is that I can do this with my kids the night before.
Right.
Do the overnight oats, get all the ingredients out, but then let them put it together in the morning.
Bless them. How old are they?
They're 11.
Oh, so this would feel like very, they're adulting a little.
That they did everything on their own.
Yeah.
And what I love about this too is that, we can either do it as a family or you can also host a get-together.
Wouldn't that be cute?
With a bunch of different moms and their kids, and do a parfait or a yogurt parfait or an overnight oat bar. And it's so fun, so healthy, but also really impressive.
I know, and it looks so good. The colors, everything like that.
Yeah.
Why does this give you a break? Is it because the kids can take care of it?
Yeah, because they take care of it, and because we've already prepped everything the night before.
Right. So it's kind of easy that day. You wake up and it's done.
Wake up, it's done, and then you just really get ready for the day.
Okay,
right?
nice. And for the day, which is amazing. Okay, walk us through how you did this. Like, what can we do at home?
All right, great. So, these here are yogurt parfaits.
Okay.
And so the biggest thing here is like, get great yogurt. I love Greek yogurt.
That's what I was thinking.
There's 20 grams of protein in a cup. So.
You can get that Chobani stuff with 20 grams?
Yeah. And then what I always love is a lot of different toppings. So one is going to be a layer for sweets.
Okay.
So, for example, we have blueberry compote, we have maple syrup, we have chocolate, and we have peanut butter.
Dang.
So this is kind of really like your base flavor.
Got it.
And then fruits. So bananas, strawberries, blueberries, but you can go crazy. Put pineapple.
Kiwi.
Right? Mango, kiwi.
Mango.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And then what I really love is like the crunch.
That's my
texture.
favorite. Me too.
You love texture.
I do.
So granola, some almonds, walnuts, coconut, and then some chocolate chips.
Oh my
And
God.
so from there, everyone can kind of make their own. But what I love too is that you can go really, really crazy. And for example, look at this. This is pumpkin puree.
Oh my gosh.
And I put a little bit of maple syrup in here, some walnuts, and then some pumpkin spice.
Oh my, it's like fall in a glass.
It's fall in a glass.
That's beautiful.
And some of these things, like these glasses, this is an old bottle.
Just repurposed.
Alfredo, which I repurposed.
Wow.
Here's a jar of jelly.
And like this guy?
That's yogurt.
Oh, and then tell us about, I like this one.
So this is a champagne glass.
Isn't that, like, it just uplifts it a little bit. It makes it a little
exactly.
bit more fancy.
Yeah.
I love this idea. Okay, as everybody knows, because I've said it many times, Tori's a lactose intolerant, and she speaks for the lactose out there.
Yeah.
Right? There are many of us, okay? How can we handle this?
All right, so what I love about the parfait bar is that you've got the yogurt.
Yeah.
Which is, you've got 100%, 20 grams of protein, super healthy, and obviously dairy, but then make some overnight oats. So I love overnight oats because you get so much fiber.
Yeah, right.
And so the best way to make overnight oats is you get oats.
Does it say overnight oats on there?
No, it's just like
says
literally,
oats.
it's just like oatmeal.
Oatmeal, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So like you can go ahead and just get like the regular oatmeal.
Okay.
And then put in a little bit of coconut milk or almond milk or oat milk.
Got it.
And then add some chia seeds. I like to add chia seeds in mine.
It's so healthy. Superfood here, guys.
Superfood, and it makes it creamier.
Nice.
And more dense. And then add a little bit of sugar. I like to use monk fruit sugar.
It's very good for you.
Yep. And then overnight, it sits, and then the oats will actually cook.
Okay.
Like, not cook, but they'll absorb.
So that's all you have to do for them.
all
And
you
then
have
in the
to do.
morning, it's done.
Yeah, in the morning, it's done. So what I love about this is that this is a really great trick because throw it in one of those jars and then you've got breakfast for the next day.
I was just going to say, look at the meal prep on that one.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day to you, Chef Mary. And to all the moms and mom figures out there, you can connect with Chef Mary by following her on social media. Her handle is @ChefMaryNwin, or you can stop by an Olive and Finch, which she created. They have 5 locations in Denver. Learn more at oliveandfinch.com. Fishing, hiking, and epic views, all of this and more is just a short car ride away. Later, while you might want to consider traveling to Wyoming this summer, because why not? Right now, enter to win Aria's Mother's Day giveaway worth over $18,000. Go to ariaintegrativehealth.com and click on the special landing page. Coco will be right back after the break.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Through me having autism my whole life, through these ExoMind treatments, through the 6 treatments I've had, I've noticed less anxiety, less OCD, less ADHD, and less worrying.
So would you say that ExoMind is?
ExoMind is pretty great. Yeah.
That smile is everything. That was Zeta, a patient of Aria Integrative Health. Decades of science backs up the potential effectiveness of ExoMind. And Nick, I don't mind sharing with our viewers. I've been always very open with you guys. I've used ExoMind myself. I used it this morning, and I feel like it's actually working for me when other pharmaceuticals maybe have not always worked. So how does it work? Because I just lay down.
Yeah.
And how is its different treatment than biofeedback? Because some people confuse it with that.
That's a great question. So biofeedback is trying and hoping to accomplish what Exomind is accomplishing.
Oh, I see.
So when we're talking about Exomind, this is TMS. The core base technology is TMS, which stands for transcranial magnetic stimulation. It's a mouthful.
And we've seen that for years.
Correct.
Right?
We have 40 years of clinical data, safety and efficacy data of TMS. However, the problem with the older technologies was you had to come 36 days straight. So patient compliance was pretty bad. We actually looked at bringing it into Aria a long time ago. It just didn't make sense. Yeah. It was hard on the patient. It was hard on the actual clinic. It could be claustrophobic. It could be painful, uncomfortable treatments. Fast forward 40 years, and this is really the true second generation of TMS. It's called EXO-TMS, and it's part of Exomind. We are 6 to 7 times more efficient at what we're able to accomplish with neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity, for all the viewers, neuroplasticity is mental wellness. So when you have the ability to make decisions, you have an emotion, and you have the freedom to choose where that goes, that is really the base of what is so important on having the power and control of your emotional responses, your stress.
Instead of being stuck in one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I always like to give the analogy, and if you've seen me on here talking about Exomind in the past, let's say you're a middle schooler, and you go to school and you get picked on, and you experience this resentment and this shame and embarrassment, and you have this emotional trauma. You go home and you're crying, and your mom's like, "Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Let's bake some cookies." And then later on that week, it happens again. "Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Let's bake a cake." And then the next week, it's, oh, I'm so sorry. Let's go get some ice cream. So now the way your brain works is you have this emotional stimuli, and your brain is looking for a solution. So when you're in middle school, you have 1,000 different highway lanes that you get to drive your car down based upon where you want to go, right? I can drive down this lane, and it's wide open. However, you turn 25, and those 1,000 different highway lanes gets down to 2. And it's congested. It's bumper to bumper. That's kind of what happens in our brain. It's called pruning. So when your brain knows that it has an emotional solution, whether it's right or wrong for you, it optimizes it. So then it prunes away all the other options. What we're doing with Exomind, with zero pain, zero downtime, zero negative side effects, we're rebuilding that neuro network again. We're increasing and building neuroplasticity again, so we can break those chains and actually build healthier habits for us, and then strengthen and keep those strong.
It's like you're building brain highways for me to choose from.
Exactly.
Not just me, but I'm very self-centered, so that's what I was thinking. So we learned a lot from patients at Aria about how Exomind has helped them, and this is important for y'all to take a listen to. Take a look.
So Exomind helped me with my anxiety, my OCD, my ADHD, just through the 6 treatments that I've gotten. It's significantly helped me through like the 3rd or 4th one. I felt seeing severely improvement. I still see improvement to this day. I would recommend doing it 100%. Give it a shot. At least you don't know until you try it. So it helped me a lot. I've always been an anxious person from the start. So it gave me through the roof. I've done all the treatments. I've done ketamine treatments. I've done therapeutic treatments. I've done anything under the sun you can think of. This has helped me the most.
I was suffering from PTSD. I've been working with a psychiatrist on it. I had brain fog. I don't think I knew something was wrong, but you don't completely realize it when you're in the middle of it. My family was very aware of both the brain fog and the PTSD and depression. Because it had been a pretty severe 2 years dealing with some family situations. And let me tell you, within days of just the 1st or 2nd session of using that device, I knew I was different. I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm alive again. It was just an awakening.
I can feel such a relief from the constant depression. And I've noticed too that some of my self-sabotaging behaviors have turned more towards a self-preservation behavior. So I have a whole new outlook doing that ExoMind. It's incredible. I would recommend it to anyone.
I do as well. If you want to learn how ExoMind can help you, give Nick and his team a call right now. Even if you're just interested, to book your free consultation, call 303-953-2899. He's offering KUSA viewers up to 30% off select services today. But also, do not forget to enter the big Mother's Day giveaway. It's worth over $18,000, and you could be the winner. So go to ariaintegrativehealth.com, then click on the special Mother's Day giveaway landing page and enter to win. You don't have to be a mom. Anybody can do this. The big winner will be announced on May 7th. Aria Integrative Health sponsor today's segment. We'll be right back.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Right now is the time to be planning your summer getaway. Why not take a road trip and visit our neighbors to the north in Wyoming? Earlier, Kelly got a sneak peek at everything they have planned for this summer. Check out her conversation.
Thank you for joining us. It smells amazing. So Dominic, we're going to start with you. Wyoming is being called a different summer destination. So what do you mean by that?
So of course we've been coined the last bastion of the West, but really recently we've been thinking that we're kind of like nowhere else on Earth.
Right.
I know that's a bold statement, but when you really think about it, we have so many beautiful outdoor open spaces. We're the 9th largest state by landmass, but we're the least populated. We also have a lot of dark skies, but probably the biggest thing I would say is you could be in the Red Desert or enjoying a rodeo on the high plains and on a 10,000-foot mountain all in one day.
Oh.
So you probably can't do that everywhere else.
Right, exactly. Okay, so Wyoming is for mavericks. It's a very powerful statement. So tell me a little more about what that means.
So, and we'll be talking to Tim here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I would say that he's a maverick, but yes, Mavericks wanted.
Okay.
So really what it is Wyoming folks are known for their innovation, their Western grit, their independence. And so this summer we're inviting everyone to come and have that adventure with us. Come lead our lifestyle, come enjoy all those things that we have to offer. And just as I mentioned, like rodeo is our #1 sport, so it's our state sport. And you can come see rodeos, you can go to dude ranches, you can live that independent Western lifestyle in Wyoming. You can go on a rock climbing adventure, or you can go to a local dude ranch and literally herd cattle, all again, just in very close proximity to each other.
Okay, after all of these adventures, Tim, I know I'll be hungry. So what did you bring us today? Tell me a little bit about this.
So this is a really quick and easy dessert that's actually quite tasty and savory. Sage is a dominating flavor across the West, not just Wyoming and Colorado. It's very savory. It blends very well with dark chocolate. So I was going to make a sage truffle brownie.
Ooh, who knew?
Yeah, so you just make your own batch of brownies at home, either from a kit or from scratch.
Okay.
And then the recipe for the ganache is very, very simple. It's all halves.
Okay.
So if you do 2 cups of chocolate, you do 1 cup of heavy cream and then a ½ cup of butter. Or if you do like
Perfect.
1 cup.
So just cut each thing in half.
Just cut everything in half. Blend it together, and then before you do that though, you take the cream and the sage, you shred the sage, steep it in cream for a little bit, and then sieve it out, and then pour it into the chocolate, and you melt it.
That cream gets that sage flavor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
And then you can either take the ganache and spread it over the tray of chocolate brownies, and then have cubes like this or bars. Or what you can do is if you want to put a scoop of ice cream on your brownie, then you just take the ganache and you pour it over as like a chocolate sauce.
Are y'all seeing that? Look at that.
And then it has that nice earthy, savory flavor, and it pairs very well with dark chocolate. You can let it set, or you can just eat it warm like that.
Do you put a little salt on top, maybe?
Well, no. Actually, what you do
look
is
at
you can
this.
just take a chocolate bar
Even fancier.
and shave it right over the top.
That is beautiful. I would have never thought to add more chocolate, but look how pretty that looks.
And then it just gives it a nice little flavor and some extra texture.
Okay, Dominic, what do you love most about Wyoming that you think everyone should come and see?
I think the biggest thing is I'm from Colorado, lived in Nevada, would go on I-80 and just say, that's a pretty state. Yeah. But once I moved there in 2008, getting off the beaten pathway, those scenic byways, the scenic highways, turning down a dusty road, and again, as I said, soaking in hot springs, joining the local, Main Street, again, where you can find Main Street culture is just phenomenal. So I would say just getting off the beaten path and you reconnect with something bigger than yourself.
Right.
In Wyoming, you feel connected and you get to breathe it all in, kind of into your soul, and it's just a phenomenal experience. It's transformational is what it is, and that's what I tell people. When you come to us, you'll be transformed.
That's beautiful. Tim, real quick, where can we find you?
I'm up in Meeteetse,
Okay.
Wyoming. It's kind of between Thermopolis and Cody.
Perfect.
So northwest corner of the state.
Oh, I love that. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Plan an epic adventure now at travelwyoming.com. You can also follow them on social media to get some more ideas on what to do on your trip. The handle is @visitwyoming. They sponsored today's segment.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
So we've talked about several exciting treatments at Aria Integrative Health, and 2 more may be the biggest life changers of all. So here's what I'm talking about, guys. It's Emsella and hormone support. Let's be real. These are enormously helpful. Nick, Emsella, this works for both men and women. Why do you like Emsella? What is Emsella?
This might be the greatest advancement and invention in women's health ever.
Wow.
It affects so many women. When I say it, I'm talking about stress-related urinary incontinence.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Because after you have children, your pelvic floor is just stretched out. And as you age, pelvic floor stretches. Now, it's not just for women. You heard Twain talk about it as well. So if men are getting up at night to pee, it's not just the prostate. There's also pelvic floor issues that are happening, but now we can actually rebuild and strengthen, engage your pelvic floor, even if you can't get it to fire. We treat so many people that have gone through pelvic floor physical therapy.
The strengthening.
Yeah,
all
the
that,
whole strengthening. This blows everything out of the water, and you sit on a chair.
I mean, I was like just looking. I'm like, that's all you do?
Yeah, you sit on a chair. It's a 28-minute treatment, but we're actually building and resetting and restoring tone to your entire pelvic floor. So back pain, urinary incontinence. If you cough and sneeze and you're leaking, or you're laughing, or you have to wear pads. By the way, some random facts for all the viewers out there: there are more adult diapers sold in this country than there are baby diapers.
Is that right?
And on average, a patient who is having to buy pads, on average, they spend $1,800 a year on pads or diapers. And if you're over 70, it actually jumps to $2,200. There's a solution, guys.
Yeah.
And this has over a 95% satisfaction rate globally with this machine. 0 pain, 0 downtime, 0 negative side effects, and we're actually correcting the root cause of the problem.
Yeah, and it's less embarrassing. I mean, that's the
Absolutely.
big thing there. Let's go back to at Aria, see Emsella work, and I want to chat with Virginia and Greg about this. Take a look.
Nick, I told you everything that was going on in my body. With Hashimoto and fibromyalgia, pain is a constant companion to me. So you immediately had me do the Emsella, which actually was surprising to me. It helped me not get up so much during the night to go to the bathroom.
When I started using the treatment with the Emsella, I saw the progression. I wasn't using as many pads, I wasn't using as heavy pads, and I didn't have to find out when I walked in the door where the bathrooms were. And that's really getting confidence.
You also had me do the M-Sculpt, the functional side, and I believe those strong magnetic waves are helping with the pain in my hip. So both of those 2 processes, those 2 therapies together, I feel like have strengthened the muscles and have relaxed the joints to where the pain in my hip is so much calmer and so much easier to manage.
Emsella works for everyone. I came in because of some sexual dysfunction I was having. And it is one of those things that is a pretty easy fix if you know what to look for and you know what questions to ask. I did not. I had gone to a physical therapist, worked with her, and she helped me greatly, but she also told me, well, there's this device that's going to make it a lot easier if you want.
That is unbelievable. Something that pairs really well with Emsella is hormone support, and we're all going through that. Explain why.
Well, once again, insurance pays for illness, not wellness.
Right.
So we've known for 85 years what optimal levels are, right? And if you've gone to your doctor or PCP or your GYN or whatever it is, and you're miserable, your hands and feet are cold all the time, you're tired all the time, you have all these issues, and then we go down like, oh, my hands and feet, what's going on? I just had my thyroid checked at my doctor's office. Typically, they're only looking at TSH and, if you're lucky, T4. A proper thyroid panel for everybody that's watching is TSH, T4, free T4, T3, free T3, reverse T3, TPO antibodies, thyroglobulin. If you're not looking at the whole picture, you don't really know quite what's going on. Same thing with testosterone and estrogen. We only deal with bioidenticals.
Which is what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the way that we do things is totally opposite. Instead of you going in to see your physician or whatever it is, you spend 5-10 minutes with them. Then you get a blood draw from an MA, then a call from the MA 2 weeks later says everything's normal. And you're like, I feel like crap.
Yeah, right.
System's broken. It is broken. We don't play in that sandbox, so we do things completely opposite. So we start with a full comprehensive hormone, metabolic fatigue panel first, which most people have never had done before, but then we give you a full hour with our fully certified functional medicine women's health practitioner, and we get to the root cause of the problem and peel apart the onion. We give you the time, and then it's a partnership. Where do you want to go? Here are your options, but it's all about optimizing your levels with you until you feel great.
Yeah.
That's how healthcare should be. That's what we do at Aria.
That's what you do at Aria. If you want to learn how Emsella and hormone support can help, call Aria now to book, as I said, your free consultation. Call 303-953-2899. KUSA viewers enjoy up to 30% off select services today. And do not forget to enter the big Mother's Day giveaway worth over 18,000 big ones. And you don't have to be a mom. Anybody can enter. You could be that winner. So go right now to ariaintegrativehealth.com. Click on the special landing page to enter to win. Aria Integrative Health sponsored today's segment. It was amazing. Nick, I know we've helped a lot of people today. We've probably saved some lives and some confidence and some dignity. Don't you agree?
I hope so.
Yeah.
This is why we're doing it, because we don't have a chance to talk about how much we do and how we really approach it, typically on Colorado Companies. So we feel very fortunate to be able to help and actually educate more, so they understand what we're all about, because we are a different place.
Yeah.
There isn't another clinic like ours in the state.
And I got to be honest, it's really calming and beautiful. I know it's not always important to people, but I love going in. Everyone's so kind. So I want to thank you to the kind people who shared their stories and experiences with us. Denise, Twain, Zeta, Virginia, Greg, and Matt, they were open, they were vulnerable. They actually have some final words to share. Take a listen.
Through just the couple or 3 months I've been coming, my pain levels have decreased. They're not gone. It's going to be a process, I know that, but my pain levels are much more manageable. I feel like I can function with daily living when I have not been able to do that in so long. So I am so thankful.
After my treatment, I could play sports again. As a matter of fact, I play softball now, and I will continue to because now I can run.
I would recommend doing it 100%. Give it a shot. At least you don't know until you try it. So it helped me a lot.
I wanted to be the best me I can be. So I do recommend integrating all of the things that are offered by Aria.
I would like to say that this experience has changed my life. The encouragement that I received here has been so admirable with your staff.
So I was very skeptical because we've gone through so many things that have not worked, but this has worked, and it's continuing to work. And I would recommend this to anyone to at least give it a try.
I think places like Aria can help you live that better day.
So great. So enter the Aria Integrative Health Mother's Day giveaway worth over $18K right now. Go to ariaintegrativehealth.com, click on the special landing page to enter to win. The winner will be announced right here on KUSA May 7th. Aria Integrative Health sponsored today's special takeover show. Nick, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Of course, and for sponsoring the special. And now we're going to go bye. You want to do it with me? Yep. Bye.
Hey, everybody.